guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So as you can tell from the title, today I'm going to be filming a good old-fashioned tutorial. Haven't filmed a tutorial on my channel in the longest time. I feel like it's literally been like months since I've actually sat down and filmed a start to finish tutorial. So this is the look that I came up with. Obviously it's very kind of autumnal and quite dark, smoky and glamorous. So yeah, I actually really love the way it turned out, and it was super easy as well. It was nothing sort of too hard to recreate. I did also use quite a few kind of like newer products and newer product launches in this video as well. So if you wanted to see how I got this full glam autumnal makeup look, then just keep watching. Right guys, so obviously I'm starting off today with a fresh face because we're going to be doing a full face of makeup in this video. I'm going to be testing out a few new bits that I've kind of got, some of which are actually new products and some of which are just new products to me. So I thought I would like switch up my routine a little bit today and just like try some kind of newish bits I haven't really tried before, rather than just doing my same boring routine that I do on every video. Although I haven't really filmed a tutorial in a while, so I just thought I'd get back in the swing of it today and just try out a nice kind of autumnal, quite glam, I think I'm going to go quite glam look today. So yeah, let's just get straight on into it. I feel like I'm going to start with my eyes today because like I said, I want this to be a little bit more of a dramatic look. So I'm going to do a kind of more dramatic eye and then a dramatic lip. Let me know if you want to see more of a natural autumn look. I can definitely film one of those as well, but today I'm just feeling like I want to do something a bit more glam, so that's what we're going to do. So I have literally no makeup on, I have no moisturiser on. My face feels really tight, but I'm going to put moisturiser on in a minute. By the way, please excuse my nails, they've never looked worse. Literally, they're so crusty. I basically just ripped off all of my nails and yeah, I haven't replaced them yet, so please excuse my nails in this video. So I'm just going to be priming my eye. Oh my god, that looks so weird. So I'm just priming my eyelids with some concealer. This is actually the Morphe one, which was recommended by Jacqueline Hill. I watched her, I think it was her favourites video recently. She said this was a really good concealer, so obviously I went out and bought it. So I'm just using this to prime my eyelids today. So I'm actually going to use today this tiny little palette that I got from Morphe. When I ordered the concealer, I ordered this as well because it was in the kind of like sale outlet section in the website. So this is the Pure Nude 3B palette, and as you can see, it's got some really beautiful kind of more like darker, more autumnal browns. This was like literally like £7, and I just thought this would be a really good kind of quick and easy eye look palette. Like this would be really good for traveling, just shoving in your makeup bag, because it's got three kind of really nice warmish toned browns to use during the autumn. So this concealer is actually quite dry, I'm realising, and it doesn't really feel like it needs a powder, so I'm actually not going to powder the concealer and set it in place. I'm just going to go straight in with this shade here, which is called Velvet. It's actually more of kind of like a pinky browny shade, and I'm just going to pop that. Oh wow, this is pigmented. I'm just going to pop that in my crease. Let me zoom you in actually. So that was literally just like a few taps on my brush, and that's pretty much done exactly what I wanted it to. I'm very impressed with that. I'm just going to go in with a tiny bit more and build it up a tiny bit more. This shade actually reminds me a lot of the one of the shades that's in my Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk palette. It's a very similar matte shade. Now I'm going to go in with an ever so slightly smaller blending brush. This one is by Real Techniques and it's just their normal kind of blending brush. And I'm going to go into the shade Kinda Natural, which is the darker brown shade next to it. And I'm just going to kind of deepen up the crease, but I'm going to keep this a little bit lower. So I'm not going to blend it up as much as we did with that shade before. I actually don't really know where I'm going with this eye look, by the way. I'm just kind of going with the flow and seeing where I end up. Now I'm just taking some more of that brown shade that we used, and I'm just slightly packing this on a little bit more just to get a little bit more colour payoff. So I'm using the exact same brush, and I'm basically, as you can see, just really focusing this in the inner corner of my eye and on the outside of my eye as well, and a little bit in the crease, just so we can create more of that halo eye effect. And I am going to be leaving the inner lid sort of as bare as possible. Now I'm just taking that first brush we used and just slightly blending just to make sure it's all nice and blended. And now I'm going to take the darkest colour in the palette, which is the chocolatey brown, and basically just do exactly the same. So just really deepen that up in the inner and outer corner just to create that really nice halo eye effect. So now I'm just going to go in with that same deep hue shade that we just did on this more flat brush. And I'm just going to pack it on a little bit more in the inner and outer corner, just because I feel like it will apply a little bit more intense. Like this colour is probably the least pigmented colour in this little palette. It's not actually picking up as well as I wanted it to, but it is still going on. I just have to apply a little bit more and kind of build it up a little bit more. Oh shit, work have said to me that they've got me in today and I'm not there. Yeah, babe, I went on a training day yesterday, so Charlotte said that I could have Thursday as my day off instead, which would mean that I'm having enough days off this week. So I don't know if she's relayed that to you guys, but yeah, I'm not supposed to be in today. I'm supposed to be on day off because I worked yesterday as a training day. Doesn't your heart just literally sink when you get a message from work like, babe, where are you? And you're literally like doing this, or you're like in bed. The other day I was like fully in bed asleep and my manager called me like, where are you? You're supposed to be in work. And I was literally like like my heart dropped, and I was actually supposed to be in work, but I just didn't wake up. So that just gave me the fright of my life. I'm feeling like I want to do a little bit of a cut crease situation because I used to be obsessed with doing cut creases and I haven't done one in the longest time. So I'm going to do one. So I'm going to use that Morphe concealer on this flat brush. This brush is just from like eBay, like it's just like a cheap eBay one. And I'm just going to sort of pack the product on the brush and I'm just going to do like a half cut crease. This might go horribly wrong because I actually haven't done a cut crease in a long time and I haven't really practiced. So let's just pray that it goes okay. So I'm going to kind of look straight into the mirror. Sorry, I can't talk when I'm doing this, but you can kind of see what I'm doing. With your cut crease, you always want to take it a tiny bit higher than your actual crease because then you're going to be able to see it when your eyes open. Who is just so excited for winter? I freaking love winter. Like winter and autumn are my favourite months of the year just because... Wait, what did I just say? Autumn and winter are my favourite seasons of the year because they're just full of goodness, you know? Like so much stuff happens in, you know, like the autumn winter months. Like you've got Christmas, Halloween, firework night. You've got like all the cosy nights in with blankets. I just freaking love it. I mean, it's such a good time of year. By the way, I'm just blending this with my finger to kind of blend it into the brown. Right, so now I'm just taking whatever's left on that packing brush and kind of blending it in to the concealer, but I am going to go ahead and put a glitter over the top anyway, so it doesn't really matter too much. This one is the Stila, what are these called? Magnificent Metals eyeshadow kind of like liquids. These are like glitters, and this one is in the shade Smoky Storm, which is such a nice shade, and I'm just literally going to go straight onto the eyelid with this. And take it right up to the crease. Fucking hell, all morning my phone has been so dry. No one has texted me all morning and now I've sat down to film and my phone will not stop buzzing. What is that about? So now I've got that on my eye, I'm obviously just going to like slightly blend that in because it's a little bit harsh. So I'm just going to tap with my finger. I love these Stila glitters, they're so pretty and there's not really a product out there like them. They're so nice. If you haven't got one, you need to get one. They're about £24, so they're not the cheapest, but they honestly just look so incredible on the eyes. I can't even tell you. So I feel like I want to deepen up the inner and outer corner even more. So I'm going to go in with my Huda Beauty. This is the Rose Gold Remastered palette. And I'm going to take this shade here, which is called Cocoa. You could literally take any dark brown eyeshadow. The only reason why I'm taking this one is because the... Excuse me, I needed to burp. Pardon me, sorry. The one in the Morphe palette is not pigmented enough. So I'm just going to go in with this shade Cocoa and I'm just going to kind of stamp it on the outer and inner corner just to create more of that halo effect because I don't feel like it's dark enough at the moment. And I'm going to slightly go over that glitter as well. So I feel like this look definitely needs a wing liner, so I'm just going to grab my black wing liner and just do a really quite dramatic wing, I think. with this one. So the eyeliner that I like to always use is this is the Sensai liquid eyeliner. It's the best eyeliner in the world. If you're looking for a good pen kind of eyeliner, this one is your one. It's expensive, but it's so worth the money, and you can buy a refill for it, so it's really, really good value. So yeah, I'm just going to shut up now while I do my wing. I might even put a voiceover of like the steps I take to get the perfect winged liner, but yeah, I'm just going to do quite a nice dramatic wing. So when I create my wing, I start off by making a nice straight line with the point of the eyeliner, just all the way from the lower lash line up towards the brow bone, and then I sort of go back on myself and start from about 3/4 of the way along the line you just did, and as you can see, kind of pull back onto the lash line, and then basically I'm just filling in that sort of triangle that we've created, and then I do just play around with the shape a little bit to make sure it's nice and sharp and pointy and black. And then in a second I'm just going to go in with the eyeliner as well and just basically drag it all the way along the lash line. So just using kind of the flat end of the eyeliner to create a nice straight line on the lash line, and then I basically just play around with it for a little bit just to make it nice and sharp, and just play around with the thickness and make it thicker and sort of thinner where I need it to be. So yeah, that is my little wing. I'm just going to go off camera and get to myself to this stage on the other eye, and then I'm going to come back to finish off my lashes and the rest of my face. Right guys, so the other eye is on, as you can see, and I did just put a small coat of mascara on just because I'm going to be going in with some eyelashes today, just some little corner lashes. So I just put a little bit of mascara on, nothing dramatic. The lashes that I'm actually going in with are the new Charlotte Tilbury lashes, which I believe haven't launched yet. I don't think they've launched yet. I think they may have launched online and in the boutique stores, so like Covent Garden, Westfields, but not in like every store. But these are going to be limited edition for Christmas, and they're going to retail for £15. There's 4 different styles, but I actually have the corner lashes to try. I did wear these briefly yesterday, but only for like literally a few hours, and then I wanted to sort of use them today as more of a kind of first impressions in this video, because obviously Charlotte Tilbury has never done lashes before. So yeah, I wanted to try these out and just pop these on, see what they're saying. They looked really nice yesterday. I really like corner lashes as well. They're literally so easy to apply. You never get that problem where they're going to ping off in the inner corner. And yeah, if you're not a lash person and you find that you can't put eyelashes on, try corner lashes, because honestly they're so much easier and they look more natural as well. So it's like the best of both really. They do come with glue. I am going to use the glue just to see how it is, because obviously I love my Huda glue and I love my duo glue, but I just want to see how the Charlotte Tilbury glue is, to be honest. Obviously you can't buy the glue separately, so it just comes with the lashes. So yeah, let's give these a go. In a second I'm also going to be trying out the brand new foundation as well, the new Airbrush Flawless Finish. So I have tried it a fair few times, so it's not a first impression, but yeah, I am going to be using that as my foundation in this video as well. I do think it's a little bit expensive, £15 for corner lashes. I mean, the others are £15 too, or 15 or 14. There's like 2 dramatic pairs, 1 natural and then 1 corner. To be honest, to me they just feel like eyeliner lashes, like, you know what I mean? They just have that. They don't really feel like that premium, if I'm being honest. That's just my opinion. So I'm going to wait for this glue to dry a little bit. So I'm just going to kind of look down into the mirror, and I'm just going to put these on with my fingers, because to be honest with you, I can't be bothered to look for my tweezers. Usually I would apply lashes with tweezers, but I'm too lazy to look for them. So that's what the corner lashes look like. I do like them. I don't think they're anything revolutionary. I mean, I've definitely tried corner lashes that have given me the exact same effect before. I don't really feel like they've done anything different to like my £5 eyelure ones. So I wouldn't really, you know, run out to buy these if I were you, but they're only going to be limited edition anyway. Yeah, I'm just going to do the other lash quickly and then I'll be back in 2 seconds. So yeah, that's the eyelashes both on. I feel like I said, I like them, but they're nothing revolutionary. I wouldn't run out and buy them, to be honest. I like that you can still kind of see like the eyeshadow through them, like they're not too dramatic where you put them on and you feel like you're just eyelashes. That's all you are, it's just eyelashes. They're not like that. They're very natural. They still give give you that lift at the end. And I definitely like the way they've sat on my eyes. The glue's alright as well. The glue's actually quite good. But yeah, for £15 I just wouldn't recommend them, to be honest. Let's move on to face, because I feel like I've literally been filming for about 2 hours, you know. You would have probably only seen about 6 minutes by now maybe, but I've literally been filming for 2 hours, so let's get a move on, hun. So I'm using the Tatcha. This is the water gel moisturiser. I just feel like I want to change today from my magic cream, because I use my magic cream every day and just want to change, really. Just feel like using something else today, so I'm going to use this one. I haven't used this in a little while, but it's very sort of light on the skin, so if you've got more oily skin, this one will be really nice. By the way, how nice is the colour of this dress? It's actually a dress, not a top. I just freaking love this like chocolatey brown colour, like with clothes, and then when you have like a chocolatey brown eye, a chocolatey brown jumper, it just looks banging, I think. So my hair's pissing me off because it's just in my face and I hate that. Just put that back. So for foundation, as I said, I'm going to be going in with the Charlotte Tilbury brand new. This is Airbrush Flawless Finish Foundation. I thought someone was behind me then, that was really weird. This is the Airbrush Flawless Finish Foundation. This is said to be a full coverage matte finish foundation. However, I would say yes, it's very full coverage. I have this in the shade 4N, which as you can see is not my freaking shade. But you know, I tried to colour match myself and clearly I'm not very good at my job. Anyways, this foundation is very full coverage and I really like the way it sits on my skin. When I first apply it, I really like the way it looks. It's kind of got that velvety matte finish. However, for whatever reason, this foundation makes me so oily. I don't know what it is. Like, this has got ingredients in there which are said to be very good for hydration, and it's got, I can't remember the name of it. There's some ingredient in there which, something serum. It's got some kind of serum in there. And I feel like, oh, don't mind me blending down my neck. I feel like for me, it just doesn't work on my skin. Something about the formula just makes me really oily. I have more dry skin, if anything, and if it's making me oily, then I dread to think what it does to an oily person, do you know what I mean? And it's weird because obviously a matte finish foundation, more drier skins would tend to steer away from this, but actually I think if you have very dry skin, you might even really like this foundation if you're looking for a full coverage, because it does have a lot of skincare benefits that do make you quite dewy by the end of the day. It is £35, so it's quite expensive, so I would say definitely try it before you buy, and also get the right colour, because I look a bit jaundiced, but I'm gonna make it work. I have been making it work. No one's said anything, so. Now we are foundationed, I'm going to go in with concealer. This is the Morphe concealer that I used earlier to prime up my eyelids. As I say, I bought this because Jacqueline Hill said that it was like the Tarte one. I've not tried the Tarte one, so don't really know why I bought this, to be honest, but she said it was good and I trusted her, so I bought it. I mean, I definitely got a colour that's way too pale for me. Obviously, I ordered it online, so I didn't really know what shade to get. I kind of just like guessed. It's definitely like wearable, like the shade is wearable, like I can get away with it, but I would, if I repurchased it again, I would definitely not get this shade because obviously, as you can see, it's just very, very pale. But the formula is actually quite nice. I would say it's definitely more of a dry formula. So if you have very dry skin, then you probably wouldn't like this. It's also very matte, but I do actually really like it. I definitely don't prefer it to my Too Faced one though. My Too Faced is still my ride or die. Bloody hell, yeah, it's way too light, isn't it, really? Shit, it's not until I look far away that I realise how bad that is, but it actually looks alright once you've got like your bronzer on and everything. So I'm actually not going to powder that yet because I'm going to go in with a cream bronzer, so I want to do all the cream products before I set my face. So I'm going to be using the Huda Beauty, this I believe are called the Tantals. Yeah, Tantals Contour and Bronzer Cream, and I've got this in the lightest shade, which is shade Fair. So it's still very, very dark actually, and I've been trying this out a few times, and I have realised that you only need to literally do that with your brush. Hello, am I in focus? Please don't tell me I've been out of focus this whole time. You literally just need to press your brush in. I'm just using a Charlotte Tilbury brush, but you can use any kind of flat brush for this. And then you basically just want to press this on. I kind of use it kind of as more of a bronzer, to be honest, because I take it a little bit higher than my contour. I don't like to contour too low because I find that it makes my face look more square and pulls it down. So on me, I like to take my contour quite high, but I'm just going to tap this in and it blends so easily. Like, it really does. Look how quickly that blended. I barely did anything. Like, I literally have just been tapping. And yeah, I just feel like it just gives a really nice effect. I do like to go over it and kind of almost set it in place with a powder bronzer. And then what I like to do is just go in with my sponge to just kind of blend around the edges. Not that it really needs it, but I just feel like I just like to do that. So yeah, that is the effect that the Tantour gives. I really, really like the colour of it and the way it kind of warms up the skin. And as I say, it's so easy to blend. So if you like the Chanel Soleil de Tan kind of cream to powder bronzer thing that they do, I feel like you would really like this because it's very similar and obviously a lot cheaper. I think the Chanel one is like 20, no, not 20. The Chanel one's like £40 and this one I think is like 19, so half the price, which is literally so much better. So anyway, I'm feeling like sticking with the cream vibes today because I've done cream contour, so might as well do cream blush as well. I haven't actually ever tried this before, I haven't opened it yet. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Glowgasm Beauty Light Wand in the shade Peachgasm, which is the lighter one of the two. They do two, so this is the peach and they do a pink. I've not tried this on myself. I've obviously tried it on customers, but I haven't tried this on myself, so I'm just going to put it on my cheek. I feel like this is a little bit light for me though. I feel like I need the pink one because the peach is very, very pale. Yeah, I don't really feel like that's done much. If anything, I don't know if you can kind of tell, but I feel like it's lifted the foundation underneath just ever so slightly. Like nothing that anyone would ever really notice, but I can see it and it's kind of bugging me. These blushes are really nice for, I think, more like light makeup. You know, like when you don't want to wear a lot of makeup, you just want to look really glowy, really healthy, but you just want a little bit of colour on your cheeks. These are really nice for that, but I feel like if you're going for more of the dramatic kind of full coverage look, they're not really the one, especially this one because it's very pale anyway. I don't know, I'm having one of those days where I'm just pissing myself off. Like, you know when you just have a day where you just like I want to get this video filmed, but I'm just doing everything so slow. Like, you know when you have one of those really slow days where you just can't seem to get yourself into it. Like, I'm just doing everything so slow. I literally started filming this video at about 11 o'clock. It's now nearly 1 o'clock and I literally haven't even finished. Like, it does not take me 2 hours to do my makeup. Like, what the am I doing? Literally. I'm just going in with a bit of bronzer now. This is obviously the Charlotte Tilbury Bronze and Glow. It's my favourite bronzer ever. Just going over that. I mean, you don't really need to do this. It's really unnecessary, but I'm going to do it anyway. And I am going to powder my under eyes because it has creased. I don't know if you can see. It's creased a tiny bit. I'm going to take this Charlotte Tilbury brush. I'm just going to put it in my RCMP No Colour Powder. This is the best powder to ever exist. If you don't have it, then you should have it. I'm just going to put that underneath my eyes. I'm not going to put any more powder. Oh my god, that was too much. I was just about to say I'm not going to put any powder anywhere else. She says powdering literally her whole face. I wasn't going to powder anywhere else, but got carried away. Now I'm going to spray my face with my Too Faced. This is the Hangover 3-in-1 replenishing primer and setting spray. I always do this at this kind of stage just to make everything mesh together a little bit better, and yeah, just to kind of set my face as well. So I'm just going to spritz some of this. Just like that. And what I'm going to do is I'll take my little Spanish fan I got from Spain. I'm just going to fan that in. I find that it makes such a difference when you fan it in. I don't know why, maybe it doesn't, but I feel like it pushes it into the skin more. Okay, now for highlight, I'm going to be taking this Artist Couture loose highlight in the shade Illuminati, which I actually ordered ages ago and haven't really used it because, to be honest, I was very underwhelmed when I first tried it and haven't tried it since, so maybe this time I'll actually like it. So it's a loose highlight. Oh, bloody hell. That's gone everywhere. This is why I don't like loose products, because they just get everywhere. I'm just going to take a little bit and oh my god, it's flying everywhere. I don't want to be glittery on my whole face. Yeah, this highlight is a bit shit, to be honest. I feel like it's nice, but it's definitely like got that glitter to it. Actually, it's quite nice. Yeah, I changed my mind. I actually really like this highlight. Oh wow, that's actually really nice. I mean, it's definitely more, I mean, I can see little glitters, nothing too dramatic. Oh yeah, that's actually really nice. I changed my mind. Okay, I think I put a little bit too much on. Went a little bit overboard. Never mind. I'm just going to quickly go off camera and do my brows because I do the same brow routine every single time. And then I'm going to come back and do my lips and finish off my under eyes as well. So for my under eye section, I'm just taking that first shade we use, which is the nice kind of pinky shade, and I'm taking this on quite a large fluffy brush and just dragging that all the way along the lower lash line and taking this quite low. And then I'm taking the second darkest shade that we used on a slightly smaller brush this time and focusing this more on the inner and outer corner, and then just blending with that same brush that we just used. Now I'm taking the darkest shade that we used and again just focusing that on the outer and inner corner of my eye, just to sort of match the top. And then I'm going to go in with the Stila eyeshadow, the glitter that we used, and just run that just in the center along the bottom. And then I'm just going to take the highlighter that we used for the face and just pop a little bit of that in my inner corner just to brighten up as well. And then just pop on a little bit of Maybelline mascara on the bottom lashes as well, just to finish the eyes off. So for my lips, I'm going to go in and slightly overline with my Charlotte Tilbury Bond Girl lip liner. I love this lip liner. It's a really beautiful sort of mauvey berry colour. It's really, really nice. So as you can see, I'm just basically slightly overlining my lips, more so around the Cupid's bow area. And then in a second, I'm going to be going in with my MAC lipstick in the shade Mehr. Again, this is a really beautiful kind of more pinky berry shade. It's really, really nice for autumn. I absolutely love this one. It is a matte lipstick as well, so if you wanted to put a gloss on just to make it more glossy, you could do that. But I just love the matte lip look with sort of like the autumn winter. I just think it looks really, really nice. Right guys, so that is pretty much it. So that is the finished autumnal, more glamorous look. I actually love this look. Like, I'm definitely going to be recreating this. I freaking love the way it's turned out. It's definitely like so festive. I love the dark lip. I haven't done like a dark lip for ages, even though it's not that dark. It's still quite dark for me because, you know, I love my nudes. So yeah, if you did enjoy this video, then please be sure to give it a like and let me know in the comments what you want to see from me from the next few months. If you have any ideas, do you like this style of video or not? Like, do people even watch tutorials anymore? I don't really know. Let me know in the comments. Also, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. All of my social links are going to be in the description box as well. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.